We're in Central Tennessee at the city of Murfreesboro, where the fans are getting fired up for this one. We've got rainy conditions today for our game with the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Maryland Terrapins. The early season continues. Hi again, everybody, and welcome. I'm Brad Nessler with Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, and we're ready to bring you what appears to be another fantastic college gridiron matchup.
Middle Tennessee State will be led today by their star quarterback. And let me tell you guys, this guy is good. Has very good accuracy on his throws, and his poise under pressure is second to none on the football field today. I think we can expect this young man to have a great game today.
Let's get this thing started with a coin toss, sponsored by Coke Zero. Maryland has lined up for the kickoff, and we're ready to get this one underway. Kicks off, and here goes 4 quarters of action. He's to the 10. Across the 30. Brought down at the 35. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. They'll start this drive at the 35-yard line. The defensive back's moving in closer. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. And off up the middle, and he's stuck.
This defensive end just showed us why he's much more than just a pass rusher.
Yep, I love this kid. He's a great run stopper as well as a great pass rusher. He's the real deal, Kirk. He can do it all.
Little handoff. And he's tackled right around the 34. Gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 3rd down and 10. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. And they make the stop at about the 49. And a pretty smart call right there.
You're absolutely right. The reason why this play worked is that the play action froze the defense just enough to allow the receiver to get open.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. He tries to juke, but they bring him down. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Looks left, finding his tailback, and he's hammered down. So the short completion will move the chains.
Well, you don't always have to go deep with the ball to be able to move the chains. Just enough to get past the marker to get a new set of downs.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. So a nice little pitch and catch there, and that'll give the offense a 1st down.
That was a very good-looking pass play to get more than enough yards to move the chains.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. He drops back. Passes to the left, and it's going the other way. Cuts it back the other way.
Wow, this defensive back has great hands. Maybe they should try him at receiver.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Handoff to the right. Oh, he got nailed on that one. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8.
8 on the play.
They line up in the jumbo set. It's the tailback. They'll bring him down at about the 41. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he stays in bounds, and he hauls in a big one.
You know, they did a great job here of not just getting past the 1st down marker, but picking up some major yards on the play.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator will not be happy about giving up those kind of yards on third down.
It's first down. They can smell the end zone as they line up 3 yards out. Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field. He followed his blocks and rammed his way into the end zone.
Yeah, the back needs to give credit to that offensive line for that one. They created the space for him to run through.
I think everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a run play, and the defense just couldn't stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. He's to the 10. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
This defense has stepped up to the challenge so far, but there is a long way to go, Kirk.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to keep this offense too quiet, just as long as they can avoid these turnovers.
He steps out at about the 21. So the defense kept everything in front of them on that play.
They didn't pick up much on that play, but if they keep dumping it off like that, the safeties are going to have to creep up. When you force the safeties to play shallow, it opens up a whole other passing game. That's when you hit them with the home run.
Like I always say, Coach, anything is better than moving back.
A pickup of about 3. It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. 3 wideouts here. And it's caught, and he's hit immediately.
That's a tough one. If the receiver could have stretched the ball out a little further, then they could have gotten the first.
I think that was just a good stand by the defense to stop them short and force a fourth down.
This is just great defense. Once the receiver caught the ball, there was no way he was going to be able to pick up that first down.
Catches it, and they've got him.
He might as well have just called for a fair catch. Whew. It's not easy to move around down there since this field is very, very slippery.
They line up in the jumbo set. Here's the halfback. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 32-yard line. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. He's going to try and scramble. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. And he's shoved out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy's amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
They come out in a goal line set. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. There was just no daylight on that play, and the defensive lineman was the reason.
Well, that's one way to get involved in the game. Great stop in the backfield.
Scrambling around. He heaves it deep. No, incomplete.
Wow. You talk about missing an open man.
The defense got real lucky there.
Yeah, they did. Someone either blew an assignment or got beat because that guy was wide open.
Back to pass. Catches it, and he's looking for more. To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. What a display of pure speed.
You know, anytime this guy touches the ball, he has the ability to go the entire length of the field with that speed.
And if I was calling plays, I would say, go run past everybody and we'll throw it to you. He can fly.
And he missed it. He missed the extra point. So we take a moment to check. Pontiac drive summary. Maryland is lining up to kick this one off. And it's off. And he'll return this one from the 7. And down he goes at the 32. Looks like there's an injured player on the field. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. Looks to pass. He goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
There are 2 tight ends in the formation. The quarterback is in the gun. Throws it to coverage, just picked off. And he's taken down at the 45. And that was the second time he's been picked off in this half.
Well, I can tell you as a quarterback, you never want to throw any interceptions at all, but most of all, you want to avoid throwing picks early in the game.
Why is that?
Because it gets you out of your rhythm early. And once you're out of your rhythm, bad things start to happen to your offense.
They line up in the jumbo set. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. It's second down, 6 yards to go. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Tackle at the 30.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball. And if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
They go with the back, and he's got room. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. We're through 1 quarter, and the score is the Terrapins 13, the Blue Raiders nothing. It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. They come out in a goal line set. Brought down at the 18, and they keep it on the ground for the first down.
Nothing too fancy here. The key is that the running back was able to convert the first down.
They got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. And they make the stop at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of about 8 yards. Second and 2. They line up in the jumbo set. Back to the running back, and he gets nowhere.
I'm curious to see if they have the guts to go to the ground again after that play.
I'd say go for it. Give this running back a chance to get in a rhythm.
That's a good point, Coach, but only if they can get some positive yards.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's scrambling. Caught end zone for the touchdown. The pass was right on target and goes for 6.
Man, that was a bullseye of a pass, and it left his hand in a real big hurry.
And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Maryland to kick this one off. Here's the kick. Tries to get around the corner. Down the sideline. He's taken down at the 37. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
Kirk, turnovers are to an offense what donuts are to a diet. They just mess everything up.
Donuts, turnovers. Yeah, I guess they're both bad.
Yeah, but a donut sounds really good right now, sweetheart.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. Run right side. He's taken down.
Right around the 44-yard line.
7-yard run by the running back.
On the play.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. They come out in a 5-wide set. They're showing blitz. Finds the junior. They'll bring him down at the 44. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Yeah, we saw these guys on Wednesday in practice, and they ran this play over and over for about 20 minutes.
Well, if you can get it right in practice, then you usually can get it right in the game as well.
4 wide. They'll keep it on the ground again. Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry.
8 on the play.
2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 36-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. It's broken up.
Oh, that's just frustrating for a quarterback. You found the man, threw the football, and then it gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. No!
Is that the noise that it made when he batted it down, Coach?
Come on, Kurt. You've been working with me a long time, and you know that I've got different whistles for everything that happens on the field. That, my friend, was the pass knockdown at the line whistle.
What's the interception whistle?
Same one.
What a weapon this running back is.
I'll tell you what, this guy makes the defense look silly out there. They're falling all over themselves trying to get him on that one.
And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Middle Tennessee State is lining up to kick this one off. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6.
I think they'll continue to pound it out, Brad. This offensive line is doing a great job of blocking, and the running backs are finding all the holes.
If it's not broken, don't fix it. I agree. I think they're going to keep pounding it in there until this defense can stop it.
They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 43-yard line. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's looking deep down the left side. They knock it down, incomplete. And he was looking deep on that play.
Let me just say one thing. They are definitely not afraid to put the ball in the air. That time, they were lucky it wasn't intercepted.
The defense sets up in the nickel. And they make the stop at the 45.
I talked to this receiver early in the week, and he comes up to me and says, "Yo, Coach, you're going to be calling my number this week. I'm going to make some big plays."
Well, he wasn't lying. That was definitely a big-time play.
They come out in a goal line set. Runs it and tackled in the backfield. It was the defensive lineman that got a hold of him there.
And when that kid gets a hold of you, then you usually go down.
And you're not going to break many tackles when this guy gets his hands on you.
Can't find anyone open. They hook up over the middle.
If they keep this up, they're not going to see a 3rd down all drive.
And again, it's the wide receiver who's making a play. He's definitely been a favorite target for this quarterback.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. And down he goes at the 32-yard line. 3rd down has been the charm on this drive.
Well, it's been all about execution. When it comes to calling the right play at the right time, they've been able to do it here.
They're packed in tight on the line. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. A 1-yard gain on the play.
1
Good pressure from the defense. They brought the heat. Wasn't much room for the running back to work with.
They come out with 4 linebackers. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And he's tackled
Right around the 14-yard line.
Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, let me tell you the reason why this play worked. The defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback. And he made them pay right there.
Runs right. Hit hard. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 11-yard line.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. And it's the halfback that comes running in for another touchdown.
Man, this running back has really helped his passing game. Every time he's on the field, it's like having another receiver out there.
These guys have looked really good making plays. This is a great passing combination.
He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Maryland gets set to kick this one away. Kicks it off. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone.
And even though these guys are losing, they showed in their last drive that they can score. And they need to continue to be productive with this drive.
Drops back on first down. They hook up over the middle. Tackle made at the 48-yard line.
This linebacking crew had better start concerning himself with the short passing game, or this quarterback is going to carve him up.
Going with the shotgun here. Throws in the middle. He's brought down in the open field. 3 yards there on the play.
Nice grab there by the tailback to at least move the ball forward for some positive yards.
Throws in the middle. He's tackled in the open field. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Here's a 3rd and 3.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense.
3rd and short, and they'll throw for it. Throws it. Throws to the halfback. Touchdown.
How about that? He's in the end zone. There is no time left on the clock. What a way to end the first half.
You talk about taking the momentum into the locker room. What a passing catch.
And he hits the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary.
We've played a half. The score here in Murfreesboro.
The Maryland Terrapins, 27. Middle Tennessee State, 13. Middle Tennessee State is lining up to get this second half started. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They come out in a nickel. And he's taken down at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6. So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. They're packed in tight on the line. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. The running back gets 2 on the carry. 3rd down and 2.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Scrambling around. Deep pass down the left side. Makes the catch and look out. And he's taken down at the 20. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
The defense sets up in the nickel. Taken down to the backfield. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
Now he tries to buy some time, and it's knocked away.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
And they get the sack.
There's not too much the quarterback can do there.
Well, the protection broke down. The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
Kicks away.
And it splits the uprights. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Maryland is lining up to kick this one off. Kicks off. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the gun. Down the middle. And this one's broken up.
Nice timing by the safety to get there and knock it away.
Yep, that's his job, and he did it perfectly on that play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
Caught it, but they're going to lose yards. He was tackled immediately. Taken back 3 yards.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
Third and 13 coming up. Ball on their own 17.
Single back set. 3 wide receivers.
Catches it, but he steps out. He would have been better off letting that one go. So the defense will hold them as they go 3 and out.
Picture-perfect defense on that drive. That's what the defensive coordinator wants to see every single time.
And now they're going to have to punt the ball away. Great stand by this defense.
A good job on their last drive, getting 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive.
And that was really quite a drive they put together on their last time out, Coach.
Yeah, that ball went coast to coast. Let's see if the offense can continue to look good this time out.
Here's the halfback. Tackle
Around the 45-yard line.
3-yard gain by the running back.
This kid's a real physical corner. He has no reservations about coming up in run support and putting a lick on a ball carrier. I love that.
There's a strike complete, and he's down. That's a nice 6-yard gain.
And that one will move them a little closer to the sticks. Nice 6-yard gain.
They line up in the jumbo set. Hands it to the back. And they fall on the loose ball. And there's the lucky break that this team has been looking for.
Well, I'll tell you this. If these guys are going to make a run at coming back in this game, they better do it right now.
They need to get the momentum on their side and really take advantage of this mistake. Now let's see if they capitalize.
They'll take over at the 42. 1st down, 10 to go. From the gun. Option right. Brought down
At about the 45.
He takes the option pitch and gets 2, maybe 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line.
There are 2 tight ends in the formation. The quarterback is in the gun.
He drops back. Short over the middle. Nice tackle made there to bring him down.
That's some pretty timid play calling right there. Let's see if they decide to open it up a bit more.
I'm right there with you on that one, Kirk.
They line up in a double tight set. Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again.
Well, the defense has done their job and made a nice stand. Now let's see if the special teams can come up with something here as well.
And on fourth down, this offense has to punt the ball away.
Brought down at the 41.
Now let's see what the guys on offense can do.
They'll get the ball here at the 41-yard line. First down, 10 to go. They come out in a goal line set. Got the corner. Tackle made at the 37-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
The defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Guys, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 22. They're packed in tight on the line. Hands off to the right and is brought down in the backfield. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Got a receiver and he dropped it.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd and 11. Ball on the 23.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
He scrambled. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
They sure did, but somehow he got rid of the football.
And he got it. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And it's off. Their last drive ended when they decided to try for it on 4th down and were turned away by the defense.
That stop gave this defense some momentum last time out. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep that intensity on this drive.
Here he goes. And they make the stop
At about the 25-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. It's 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 25.
There are 2 tight ends in the formation. The quarterback is in the gun.
Very good tackle in space. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. And a new halfback checks into the game. And it's knocked down. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
Oh, excellent punt. He's out to the 30. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. He showed a good burst there.
Yep, and this gives them great field position.
They'll take over at the 49-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. 5 DBs on the field. And he's tackled
Right around the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Our score is the Terrapins 33, the Blue Raiders 13.
Middle Tennessee State.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 46. They come out in a goal line set. Another run. And he's taken down at the 36-yard line. An impressive first down run, and man, he was flying.
That was almost... Adios, sweetheart. You better take a good angle on this kid, or else he is gone.
He's taken down at the 31. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They line up in the jumbo set. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
On the play.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line. The defense is in the nickel. Complete. It's the junior. And they make the stop at the 22-yard line. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
It's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
Well, the defense here did a great job of sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
They come out in a goal line set. He gets another carry. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
On the play.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here. The defense sets up in the nickel. He's going to try and scramble. Fires complete over the middle. Decent gain, but they're still just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, if the receiver would have reached the ball out a little bit, he would have been able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, but that's tough to do when you have this defense coming after you.
And give the defense credit. Great job to keep them from getting that 1st down.
They're all tied in on the line here on 4th and short.
He's tackled at the 6. They get what they need, and that is a huge 4th down conversion.
Brad, this is just a really great job by the O-line. They got a good push on that play. Nice job.
Looks like they didn't get the play off quick enough.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
And the coach doesn't look very happy after that toss.
Well, you only help out the defense when you don't get the playoff in time. You're essentially just giving away free yardage.
Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So instead of moving forward, they'll move a few yards back.
Boy, I hate to see guys making dumb penalties like that.
They're packed in tight on the line. Tackle made around the 8-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry.
Gain of 8 on the play.
It's second down at their opponent's 8-yard line.
The play clock's at 0-0. They just took too long.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So the delay of game will move him back a few, and I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. Here's the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss. Well, he just couldn't get much of anything there.
No, Brad, he couldn't. And I think the offensive line's going to have to hold their blocks longer than they did on that play.
The play clock's at 0. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So they'll have to line up for another third down play after they got the penalty marched off against them.
Yep, just a bad time to be making a mistake like that.
They just didn't get the snap off in time. Here's the call.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
It'll be third down again after that penalty.
And now they have more yards to pick up for the first down.
Third down and goal to go. And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. End zone. So the defense makes a great play in the end zone and comes away with a pick.
And that, my friends, is how you play defense. You make the quarterback think he's got 6, then you step in front of the ball and just take it away from him.
It's 1st and 10.
The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set.
They'll bring him down at the 20. They call his number, and he carries for 6 yards.
6 on the play.
They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide.
On the move, he throws complete. He's tackled at the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, they had him good there. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
The running back really sold the run well that time. That allowed for the quarterback to get the ball downfield for a decent gain.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Quick throw out to the receiver. He's taken down
Around the 39-yard line.
a nice completion there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that defense has got to adjust their coverage a little bit. They can't continue to let this happen.
Lee, you're right. They've got to mix it up. Try to confuse the timing of this offense.
If the defense wants to stop those quick throws, then they should really put somebody up on the line and bump these receivers to throw them off their routes.
They get about 4 yards on the pass, and they'll pick up the first down.
I'm a little confused by this defense. They still have their 4-3 defense out there, and they're trying to cover 4 receivers. They need to get another defensive back on the field.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field.
He looks to throw on first down. Tosses left, intercepted. Another misfired pass and another turnover by the quarterback.
And nobody to blame there but himself. It wasn't a real smart throw.
Yeah, Coach, he threw that one right into coverage.
Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
There might have been some miscommunication down there.
And anytime there's a delay of game, it's usually because they were late getting the right personnel on the field.
They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So the delay of game will move them back a few. And I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. Looks like they didn't get the play off quick enough.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
I think they just had some trouble getting the right play in there.
Here's the call from the referee.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
And the coach doesn't look very happy after that call.
Well, you only help out the defense when you don't get the playoff in time. You're essentially just giving away free yardage.
Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So they'll move back 5 yards after the delay of game.
They just didn't get the snap off in time. Here's the call.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
Looked like they might have been a little bit late getting the play in, and it results in a delay of game. It's 1st and a mile. Ball on the 25. From the gun.
The offense didn't get the play off in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
I think they just had some trouble getting the right play in there.
Back to pass. The ball is loose. They lose 7 yards on that play.
On the run. 7-yard loss on the play.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, Maryland 33, Middle Tennessee State 13. As we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, Kirk, let's get your final thoughts on this one.
I'm not surprised at all. Middle Tennessee State came in here hoping to win, but not expecting to win. They need to develop that winning attitude and mentality if they're going to win these type of games.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us for this production of NCAA Football 09. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us again next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive all safe.